Hi, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Women Behind the Legends. We're so excited to have you back to view our show. We have a great show for you tonight. And what we're going to do, each of us, is take a turn and tell you, our audience, our fans, our followers, a little bit more about who we are and what we do. We're going to talk about our businesses. We're going to introduce you to our areas of expertise. And hopefully you following us on our social media platforms and learning more about how we can work with you and how you can work with us. So to kick it off, do I have a volunteer who wants to talk about their business today?
I want to hear about She-Boss.
Huh? I want to hear about She-Boss.
Oh my God, I can go first.
She-Boss. You know you on point. You ready?
I really wasn't.
That logo is the bomb, by the way. That logo, yes. We're going to flash that logo. Don't you worry. We're going to show your logo.
Well, I got a few because I'm trying to separate my businesses right now from the hair and the shades and accessories and the t-shirts and the music stuff. So I'm trying to just separate everything. So she did a very good job. Shout out to Erica.
Yes, yay.
Contact her. She's going to be doing a lot of stuff for me in the future. She's also she's doing the website because we had some problems with the website before. So now we're going to revamp the website and make it even more fabulous than it was before. But She-Boss is my baby. She was established in 2010. And initially she was for plus size women to give them encouragement and give them a sense of value and worth. So I started with these t-shirts. Y'all know I gotta come prepared.
No, you wasn't prepared.
Well, I had this from earlier today. Okay. But if you can see it, it says, I'm fearless.
Yes.
Nice little shoes. And then it says, you mad.
You mad.
And then we have the Thick Girls Slay.
Wow.
That's nice.
Yeah, She-Boss. So originally, like I said, we started with the plus size women and we had little sayings for them to, I'm confident, you mad, I'm ambitious, you mad. And it started getting around and then I started getting, emails and inboxes from y'all little skinny heifers. And I was like, okay, we want to be fearless and we want to be ambitious. So, it kind of expanded and then I started, because I'm a Virgo. So Virgos are into fashion. And it started with the hats, then it started with the shades, and then it just kind of took on a life of its own. And I was on what was the name of the show? NBC Marriage Ref. And because I wore ponytails all the time, I got contacted by a company that wanted me to do a ponytail line. Nice. That didn't pan out too well. They wanted a little more money than I was willing to give because I'm a businesswoman. I got to keep my coins. Mm-hmm. So I partnered up with Pink Blush Hair and we started She-Boss Luxe Hair. Mm-hmm. And it's basically top of the grade hair. It's not that $59, $89 hair that's going to shed and then you're going to have the thick tracks and stuff like that. So I've been doing a really good job with that. I expect for it to take off again because we're adding new textures in 2017. So, I'm excited about the road that She-Boss has went down because I was so active in a plus size community. I started doing speaking engagements. Then I did my own talent show for plus size women. So that was a real big opening here in Atlanta. And I got a lot of contacts doing that. And from there, we got a couple of artists, some ladies that wanted me to manage them. And that's where She-Boss Inc. came in. And of course, I manage my husband, Chubb Rock, and, style him as much as I possibly can, minus book bags. But I'm looking forward to 2017. She-Boss also expanded into interior design. I started I bought a property that I love. We purchased a property that we love. And when we got inside, I just saw the potential in it. Sometimes it's not what you see automatically and you're like, oh, no, I don't think I can live here. when we got here, I had a purple, no, it was a raspberry toilet and a raspberry sink. And my fireplace was marble with raspberry and purple. We're not living in Prince's home.
Wow.
But I said, no, I have to put my own finishing touches on it. So I started doing that, and then I started posting pictures, and then people just started asking me for consultations. So now we have Not So Shabby Chic, She Boss Chic, which is our interior design company. I'm also into flipping homes. So we take the smallest little house, because now tiny homes are in right now. So we take the tiny homes and we just revamp them into something really fabulous. So if you see the home from the outside, you're like, oh no, I don't think I want to purchase that. But once they get inside, they're like, oh yeah, this is us. And we're also doing our cooking show because, of course, married to Chub Rock, you have to know how to cook. So I have kind of been experimenting with different dishes, and now I'm starting to bake. So everybody knows that my husband loves my baking, and he'll eat a whole cake in 2.2 seconds. Now we're doing that, and we just got picked up for a TV show for cooking conversations and cooking with Kiki.
That is awesome. Woo! I love it.
Of course.
Nice.
That's awesome, Kiki.
Thank you.
Wow.
I have a question though. Why do you think small houses are back in vogue, I guess you could say? Because before everybody wanted the Mac mansions, right? Or the mini mansions, and now they're condensing and going back down. Why do you think that is? Or what have you seen, or what's the reason?
I think it is now is really because of what's going on now with the politics and how homes are going to be raising, and a lot of people can't afford to have that big mansion. I know a lot of people, Atlanta's different from New York, because you can get a 1,200 square foot home for like $500,000. Here you could get a 500,000 square foot home, and it's like, wow, and you only paying like $300,000 for it. So I think that because the economy is getting worse and people are like, they want to downsize now, and if they get what they want inside the home, it's like, okay, I can have my little kitchen area, and I can have my little bedroom area, and they just make do with what they have. It's kind of like they have to adjust. But once they get in it, they like, we didn't need all that space in the first place, because we have a lot of rooms in this house, and it's like we're packed. So I'm like, yo, and we still have stuff in storage from our house in Long Island. So I'm like, okay, so what's going to happen when we bring all of that stuff here? So he's like, no, we're going to expand. I'm trying to decrease. I'm trying to get the kids out of here. You talking about you want to expand.
Yeah, that's true. When me and Dana moved from New York, and we downsized and moved into an apartment here in Los Angeles, the first thing I thought was, where are we gonna put all this stuff? And we had so much stuff, and we had a whole weekend where we did we called it an estate sale, where we sold a whole bunch of stuff. And when I looked at it and I thought about it, I was like, there were rooms we didn't even go in. They were just furnished and sitting there and dusty, and I dusted once a month. And I was like, we really didn't need all that space. Like, really. Once Brandon left and went to college, it was just me, him, and the dog. And I was like, this is kind of ridiculous. And I was like, we won't do that again. When we buy in California, it will be a smaller house.
Yeah, because when you have a bigger house, you accumulate more stuff.
You do. Yep. And we still got a bunch of stuff in storage.
You can't get everything that you want to get in there. So you're like, okay, well, I'm going to make do with what I have. As long as it's nice and clean and, polished, then we good.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right, Cori, what about you? Core Wellness for You?
Yes, Core Wellness for You is my wellness practice. I'm a certified holistic wellness coach. I call myself the overall wellness coach because I touch on a lot of different areas in your life. So I have my brochure here. I don't know if you guys can see it. Is it too bright? It look crazy. Maybe I should pull it back. I don't know. It's Core Wellness for You. I don't know if you can see it, but it's my brochure. And
we're going to show it. We'll show it.
Yeah, I'm like, show it. But anyways, as a coach, I actually work with women one-on-one. I work in groups, work with them based on their own set of goals. I was really inspired to become a coach because I lost my mother to a massive heart attack about 20 years ago. And I was always into fitness and wellness and working with Billy Blanks years ago, living in California. So I was really driven to focus on health and wellness, but not just our physical and what we're eating and putting in our bodies. It's also what's around us, our environment, because I grew up in a single family home. I saw how my mom raised us. I saw the stress and everything that was in our household. And when I got older and I realized that you can make choices and make them different than how I grew up, I'm like, you know what? I want to help people live a healthy lifestyle, being healthy in their mind, in their body, in their spirit. And so I used to live in Atlanta too, Kiki, and I actually attended New Birth Missionary Baptist Church, and I started there speaking and working with women in a group. And so I began to work with this one lady who had she had high blood pressure. And as I was listening to her story, I compared my mom, and I'm like, you know what? All these women are struggling with some type of stress. And I'm like, you know what? I'm very inspired to talk with them about health and wellness. And so I just took the journey to become a holistic wellness coach. And right now I'm in New York, and I practice out of New York, and I host a lot of events, wellness events. And I work also with the American Heart Association as well too. So I enjoy what I do. I love working and empowering women and just helping, just support them any way that I can, but allowing them to really go deep within themselves and find out whatever issues that they may have to help them bring it to light. Because a lot of us, we go through certain things and we don't know how to talk them out. And me, I come from a place of sharing my experiences. I listen, so I kind of can I just really listen to the heart of a woman as she speaks. And, I'm just very inspired about helping her with her goals and changing her outlook on life and just making just some great decisions to live a heart healthy lifestyle. Just overall wellness. That's me.
Nice.
Just in time.
Just in time.
Well, as you know, I'm a retired correction officer. 20 years of my life was spent, as I like to say, doing the bid with furloughs, going to jail and coming home at night, sometimes doing 16-hour shifts, sometimes what we call triples. I didn't get out until 20-something hours later. And raised my oldest 3 daughters doing so. And now I'm retired. I have this new baby, and I'm just living a life I think I started before corrections, when I was, partying and running with the woo and dancing with Shaheen. And then I went into corrections at 21. I was so young.
Wow.
While most people were still partying, I became an adult real fast, very fast. And during my time with corrections, I got every license New York State issues. I have a real estate license, a daycare license, a CDL license. I even have a motorcycle license. I took my time and got licensed. I'm a licensed contractor.
What?
And I like to fix things myself. My daughter was laughing at me the other day because my light blew out, and I said I could pay an electrician, or I can do it myself. I went and got a knife, some scissors, spliced the wires, ran the wires from the chandelier down, cut off the bottom piece of the plug, screwed it off, switched it around, and voila, my light came back on.
Wow.
So my daughter said, "You do all of this?" And I was like, well, no, it's really simple, because I used to work with my dad. My father used to flip houses in Brooklyn. Wow. And I got that same love. Now I just like to do it in my own home. But other than that, I have the show coming. Well, made a guest appearance on a show called We Are the Joneses that airs in April on BET.
Yay!
I'll get to see where these came from.
We're proud.
Oh, what? I told them to make a tattoo Gucci right here. I was good with it. But and I'm working on doing season 2 with them. What is going to be done, it will remain to be seen, but we're in the works with that. My business venture, I have a business venture that is what I like to call a Costco's for vacation and dream trips. We have amazing deals, but you have to be a member. Is that Lynette joining us? Hey.
Did you say Costco?
She
I
calls
call it Costco's for vacations.
Okay.
It's like wholesale versus retail. You know how you can buy a 24 pack of water at Costco's for $3, but in New York you might pay $3 for that bottle of water depending on where you stand.
Mm-hmm.
They buy vacations in bulk and give us extremely discounted prices. So where you would spend $5,000 to go to Dubai on your own, our trip to Dubai is $1,100.
So it wouldn't be like I buy a trip or buy a cruise and then I get stuck in the ocean like those ships were, right?
No, everything we do is 4 and 5 star or diamond. I didn't even know there was diamond resorts. I'm gonna be honest and telling myself, I thought I booked a 5-star resort and I did the best until I started doing this. We have diamond locations. Like my sister's going on a vacation in Mexico. She's staying in a 4 diamond resort.
Oh wow.
So yeah, I didn't even know. I swear you thought you knew something until you go to do something else. And so I'm making great money with that and I love it. And I actually got into it because it just made sense. Like I have sunglasses and shoes that cost me more and it cost me to get started in this business. And then within the first 2 weeks, I made more back than I put out to join. Wow. So it just made sense. And although you have money, you can always use a little more. So why not?
Mm.
I'm doing that, and I'm just follow me on my social media and come to the parties with me. I'm at damn near every party you can find me.
That's right.
Me and Kang like to party. You think we was in our 20s the way we hanging out. You can come with us to the parties and follow me while I highlight Kango Kid. I love what's going on in his world. His Kango hat being inducted into the Smithsonian and him getting his own day, Kango Kid Day, declared here in New York and other states to follow.
Mm.
Congrats. Yep.
I don't call myself a manager because, honey, I am not taking a hit for anything that goes wrong. But I'm right there, the Mac in the back of the act, making sure it goes right when everybody else is running in a different, I got to do this, I got to do that. I got to make sure he's highlighted. I call myself the aura around his presentation.
Mm.
Oh, okay.
Gotta be right. I want to shout out the gentleman that does my shirts and my cups and things. Snook Chaos, love you. He knows me. He does it perfectly. So I just want to give him a shout out because he does all of my shirts, my cups, my mugs, my hoodies.
What's his name?
Snook Chaos.
All right. So I started my business, which is called TMS Business Solutions, back in 2014. And I decided to leave my job in corporate America last year to run my business full-fledged. So I started, I kind of really didn't do a lot with it. And what I wanted to use it for was to actually do career and life coaching and HR consulting. So my goal was to leave corporate America and be able to do the part of HR that I liked the most and leave the parts that I didn't like behind. And over the last year, I've been able to do speaking engagements where I've been coaching groups of employees and also doing one-on-one coaching with individuals for both life and career coaching, and also doing some HR consulting, which has been great because it gives me the freedom and flexibility that I've been looking for and that I wanted to do. I've also written 2 books over the last year, and that kind of came about by accident. It wasn't something I set out to do, but I wanted to test myself to see if I could do it. And once I did one, before I knew it, I had another one. And then I'm working on a 3rd that will probably come out later this year. I'm shooting for maybe fall of this year, 2017. So the first book I did was a fictional book based on some crazy stories and experiences that myself and some other HR colleagues of mine have experienced. And I took them and I blew them up and made them even more crazy than what they were, because people in the workforce are crazy. You wouldn't believe some of the stuff I've dealt with and I've had to manage. But I did it just, as a test, as I said, to see if I could actually write a book. And once I did that, the stuff that I was doing speaking engagements with in terms of coaching employees on how to manage their career, or coaching people in terms of how to job hunt in today's market, because it's changed so much since 2008. And every time I left a session, people still had so many more questions. And so it dawned on me that I should collect all those questions and really document them and answer their questions. So what I did for my second book, which is called Get Your Career Life in Order, was I wrote the 11 steps to career management and job hunting. So I take individuals from when they first wake up and decide they either want a new job or they want a promotion or they want to transfer. I take them through what that process needs to look like, who are the people they need to get behind them to help them. I give them templates and worksheets that are inside the book that they can work in. So it's actually a workbook. And then I take them all the way up to the first 90 days on the job. So what do you need to be doing those first 90 days to really assimilate and set yourself up for success long term? So the book is out. It's a soft launch right now. The official release date will be February 1st. But you come to the meet and greet, you'll get to get it early release. I'll be doing a book signing of both of my books, Inside the Revolving Door, Chronicles from the Human Resources Department, which is the fictional, and Get Your Career Life in Order, which is the self-help 11-step career management and job hunting guide. So please come out and get the book. You get two for one sale.
It's a $5 fee if you get the book autographed there.
That's right. That's right. For a wet signature, I'm charging more.
I was thinking $10.
No, I like the way you think. I'm underselling myself. I like that, Tajiri. Thank you. That's right. And all of y'all can sign the book too. How about that?
Well, then that's gonna be $100.
That's right. That's right. Exactly. So that's what I'm doing. You know, I have a client here in Los Angeles I'm working with, a small biotech company, and just they want to prepare themselves to go public in the next 18 to 24 months. So I'm with them 2.5 days a week and putting in all the infrastructure that they need in place and compliance and regulations and all that stuff, everything from like a handbook on up. So that way when they do go public, they have everything they need ready.
You okay? Hey, what up, old man?
So that's it. That's me, TMS Business Solutions. You can follow my profile on LinkedIn. You can follow me on Twitter. You can follow me on Instagram, on my business, which is TMS Biz Solutions, and my personal, which is Tana. So there you have it. Come work with me. Hire me as your coach. We got 2 coaches in the group. That's a good thing.
So I'm a writer-director. One of the things I've been working on since 2012 is my play Unequally Yoked, which has a new name.
Oh.
And the new name of it is, he felt like I needed something that someone could actually relate to and understand, because he felt like unequally yoked, if you're not in church, you're not going to really understand, because it does come from a scripture.
Yes. New name.
Yes. So it's been unequally yoked since 2012. It's based on the scripture, Second Corinthians 6:14, where it says to not be unequally yoked with unbelievers, or not be yoked with unbelievers. So basically it's saying that light and darkness cannot be together without destroying each other. So that's what the play was about. So he wanted me to have something more catchy. So the title now is Who's This Sleeping in My Bed?
Ooh.
And yesterday I did the photo shoot. I was going to do it because I didn't have a model to do it, but then I got to Rob's house and remembered that his niece, no, not his niece, see, don't do drugs. His son's girlfriend is beautiful. So I got her to do the photo for me. So I'm waiting for the flyer right now. But I can kind of, let me see the photo. Let me see if I have it. Yeah. Let me see if you can see it. Can you, wait. Hold on. Can you see that?
Oh, sideways. Oh, she's gorgeous.
You see, the son is laying, you see his arm?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And she's giving face and stuff. So because the play is basically about a gold digger, a woman who marries a pastor to become a first lady because she wants to get money and be fabulous and everything. So that's what it's basically about. He doesn't realize who's in his bed. He doesn't realize that this woman is no good, but other people see her deeds. And of course, throughout the play, you see her deeds. Cori got to see the play, so she understands where I'm
It's a good play.
Thanks.
So good.
So now, rewinding to now, I've been doing the play every year, at least once. but it's been multiple times every year throughout the tri-state. And then last year I got to take it to Alabama. So we tried it out in a different state, which went really well. And now it's been picked up, and it's going to be directed and managed by Shelly Garrett, the legendary Shelly Garrett, a beauty shop.
Awesome.
That's big.
I'm excited. Yeah, I'm so excited about it. So right now we're just trying to lock in a date. The location I wanted to do it at, they don't really have any dates until August, and I really wanted to do it sooner. So we're still trying to find something, but August might be the date. It doesn't matter. It's going to be done as long as it's done, you know. So that's what I'm working on with that. And then I'm also going to be finishing up my short film called 12 that I just shot December. And thank you to Cori for allowing me to use her living room.
You're welcome.
So those curtains in back of her, you're gonna recognize it. Because those curtains are in my movie.
They really look nice on camera too. They look good.
Yeah, they do look good.
They do. They look good now.
Thank you.
Yeah, they look real good in one of those high definition cameras. Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness. So I have that I'm going to be submitting to some film festivals. But my biggest thing is Unequally Yoked. I'm trying to get that off the ground to where I'm touring with it around the U.S., you know, and abroad.
What's
you on your way?
Going to?
Hmm?
What's the first city you're going to?
Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh, that's going to be first.
Well, Georgia's a state, but yeah. That's the first. This is going to be the first show under him where he's going to be directing. And It was hard at first because, of course, I've directed it for so long, and I think I did a pretty good job of it. But for me to take a step back and let somebody else direct it, it was just like, oh man, you know, I was gripping it. But I said, wait a minute, this is Shelly Garrett. This is someone who's been around for 30 years, who has toured, who's, you know, legendary. He's the godfather of urban stage plays. He's the one that's why Tyler Perry wanted to be who he was, and David E. Talbot. So I said, you know what? Take a step back, let him do what he do. And I'm going to be learning from him and watching him. And it's going to be a fabulous thing. I'm so excited about it. I can't wait to get started on it. But me and him have been, you know, working on stuff, you know, now the preliminary things. And then I'm going to have to go down to Atlanta. So I'm going to go by Kiki House.
I'm not going to be home.
Yes, you are.
Barnes says
that's the same week I go to New York.
You don't know when I'm coming. I ain't telling you.
We have to be down there for the red carpet, and I'm calling those sponsors to dress us.
That's right.
You're watching. Tell a friend and tell a friend. We got to look fabulous.
Yeah.
Yes. So I'm gonna go to Kiki's house for when I go do auditions and I go do all the other stuff. And we come back to I'm hungry for her to cook me a fabulous meal. And then you know, so I'm gonna be down in Georgia a lot actually this year, getting that ready.
So leave now.
Well, yeah, Kiki. I ain't gonna tell her.
Like, I can't see you. I can't see you.
The shade is real. The shade is real.
Oh, I love it.
You're like, hey, Kiki, where you at? She'll be, girl, guess where I'm at?
Brooklyn gonna get you right on the front lawn.
Yeah, we're gonna have She Boss Craft Services. Add that under your umbrella.
Y'all gonna be fat as fuck. I want to thank y'all for watching the Women Behind the Legends. Make sure you tune in each and every Thursday because we have so fabulous stuff going on. Make sure you follow us on Instagram, Women Behind the Legends. Make sure you follow us on Twitter. We got Twitter?
Not yet.
Make sure you follow us on Snapchat. Make sure this week, we're going to make sure that we post our Snapchat name so y'all can follow us when we're in LA because we're going to be doing some amazing things. And trust me, you don't want to miss this. So make sure you tune in, Women Behind the Legends, YouTube. And by any chance you don't like what you've seen so far, delete yourself. Peace.